Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture is titled The Dust Trail of Comet Tempel 2. So what do we see here? Well, here we see an image of Comet 10P Tempel 2. Now this is a relatively short periodic comet. So it comes back every 5.5 years or so and can currently be seen not with the unaided eye, but if you have binoculars or a telescope, you can see this comet. Now what we're specifically seeing in this image and that we want to note is what is known as a dust trail. Now we often look at comets and talk about the dust tail. That is very different than what we're seeing here. As you see here, this trail stretches off very thin to both sides of the comet. The dust tail tends to stretch back and fans out away from the comet and away from the direction in which it is moving. So this is a little bit different. Instead of the dust tail, which is material from the comet, this is also material from the comet, but this is material that has been left behind from previous passages around the sun. Now, since Comet Tempel 2 does orbit the sun every 5.5 years, it comes in relatively often, and there's a lot of material that will be left behind from each of those passages. And that makes the dust trail significantly more prominent, and we can notice that here. Now, over time, this is going to change. The dust does slowly dissipate, but then more does come from each passage of the comet near the sun. And what we're going to see with this comet as it comes closer is that we are going to see that it will reach its closest approach to the sun and to the Earth in early August. And in fact, it will do those within a day of each other. That tends to be when the comet is best visible because it is closest to the Earth. It's going to appear brightest from that. And it's also closest to the sun, being more energized, and the comet will be more prominent at that point. How bright it will be is again a good question, although we tend to have a better idea of comets that come back often as compared to some of the comets that come in for the first time, where we really have no idea of how bright they will be. Current estimates for Comet Tempel 2 predict that it will reach a magnitude of about 7 to 8, much too faint to be seen with the unaided eye, but easily visible with binoculars or a small telescope. So while we can't say with absolute certainty because we don't know exactly what will happen until the comet is there, we have a pretty good idea from previous passages as to what to expect from this comet. And that's about our best estimate we can currently give. So it certainly will not be a brilliant naked eye comet, but will be visible with the proper tools. So that was our picture of the day, titled The Dust Trail of Comet Tempel 2. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be the anti-solar horizon. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.